Hello?
Hi, this is Operator Brown from the North Main Beach Police Department on a recorded line. Did you call for the police?
Yes.
Okay, what is your name?
Jalissa?
Ulissa?
Jalissa Baxter.
Ulissa, hi. Can you tell me what's happening there?
Yes, I just killed my daughter.
How old is your daughter?
3.
Is there anyone else in the house?
God.
And how did you kill your daughter?
I tried strangling her. That didn't work, so I stabbed her with a knife in the neck and chest.
And what area of the house is she in?
She's on the floor in the living room.
Do you still have the knife?
I do.
Is it in your hand?
No.
Can you tell me what you're wearing, Ulissa?
A robe?
What color's your robe?
White?
Is there any way I can get you to speak to the officers, Ulissa?
Sure.
Tell me where you are so I can have the officers speak with you.
I'm in the living room.
Okay, I'm going to speak with the officers, okay? Just give me one moment, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm landline with the complainant. She was like she's in the living room. She's no longer armed. She's wearing a white robe. Okay, do you see the officers?
Let me open the door.
Just leave the door open and go back and sit in the living room.
Okay.
Well, for now, I'm instructing her to leave the door open to the QPH and to sit down in the living room. Hold on, how you said here?
I'm right here.
Well, for now, the bathroom is safe, breastfeeding.
You know, this is one of those stories that just turns your stomach as a parent, even more so. A mother accused of killing her own daughter. And in documents just obtained by Local 10 within the last hour, we've learned that this mother first tried to strangle the child. And when that didn't work, she pulled out a knife.
Jalissa Baxter was born May 25, 1998, in Frankfield area of Clarendon, Jamaica, and would later move to the United States and live in New York City. She had big dreams and aspirations to make it in the fitness community, and on her social media, she would always try to promote a healthy lifestyle. Her mission was not only to survive, but to thrive, and do so with passion, compassion, humor, and some style. Around May of 2018, she started her journey of a herbal lifestyle and was in the process of building her brand. Jalissa was big on working out and stated that the purpose of training is to tighten up the slack, toughen the body, and polish the spirit. For her personally, fitness is not just about hitting the gym, it was also about inner happiness and the overall well-being. You could always count on her to give a word of inspiration. She seemed to want the best for everyone. On March 18, 2019, Jalissa would announce on her social accounts that she was pregnant with her first child and said that making the decision to have a baby is to decide forever to have your heart go walking around outside your body. She seemed to be overjoyed with the arrival of her little one. While she was pregnant, she still wanted to be healthy in mind, body, and soul, and continued with trying to uplift others while on her new journey to becoming a mother. She wanted people to know that some people become so mindful of other people's opinions of themselves until it reaches a point where they no longer know who they are. So she said instead about worrying about other people's ideal of you, fall in love with the ideal of you because you get to live with the person you become every day, not them. Around the 1st of June 2019, Jaleesa would suffer complications from pregnancy, and our daughter, Aria Smith, was born 29 weeks gestation, and according to Jaleesa, she remembered being scared to have her so early, stubborn in fact, because she believed that her daughter was not ready to come out. At least that's what she told herself. She went on to say that she spoke with doctor after doctor, and they spent hours trying to convince her to take Arya out because her life was in danger, and so was the baby's. Jaleesa had severe preeclampsia, but said that she had faith in God that He wasn't going to let her or Arya die, and with that faith came hope to believe the doctors were right, and it was time for Arya to come out. Jaleesa said that she would spend every waking moment after seeing her to live only for her. Arya was her why, the reason to live and thrive, and even more reason to be hungry for success, so that she could give Arya the life she never had, and that meant more to her than anything. She also said she went through hell and back just to bring Arya into this world, and the hell if she stops fighting for her. Jaleesa would eventually continue with her health plans after the birth of her daughter, and got right back into getting her pre-baby body back and taking care of Arya. By 2020, Jaleesa's business would launch as a fitness trainer in NYC, and she would start people with workout plans, meal plans, snack lists, motivational chats, one-on-one coaching, and weekly checkups. The sky was the limit, and she was aiming high. As part of the brand that she was trying to grow, she introduced a fitness belt to help train the waist. It all seemed to be falling together on the outside, but secretly there were struggles, but she wanted to stand on being a strong, independent woman and did not want to show weakness, but did post to anyone else suffering with mental illness that you got this, and nothing is more terrible than battling your own mind every day. A few years would pass, and during this time she seemed to start having what she dreamed of for her and her daughter. She was a mother, an entrepreneur, and a business owner, and enjoyed traveling. On one trip to Miami, she really took a liking to the area and decided it would be a good move, so she moved her and Arya from New York to Florida in September 2021. Over the next year, she would not post anything about her business endeavors or health journey from about January 2022 to September 2022, and went MIA. Between that time, according to her stepfather, Jaleesa's mother, who lived in Orlando, Florida, had terminal cancer and sadly lost her battle with it. Once Jaleesa came back to her social platforms, it was not the same, and it seems though she lost her drive. On December 11th, she posted and said, "Reminder for me, but also for you. If you're overthinking, if you're paralyzed by worry and struggling to make decisions or take actions, overthinking can be caused by and contribute to anxiety and depression." I believe that this was a sign where she was mentally. However, no one would have guessed what Jaleesa would do in a few short weeks. By December 19th, she said that day was a day that she felt free in the longest time. And on December 20th, she would go on to say that she had a rough year, but still had some beautiful memories as well, but was ready to take on 2023. However, things took a tragic turn on the morning of December 27, 2022. Jaleesa would call 911 around 2 a.m. and said that she had just killed her daughter.
A mother is now in custody, accused of doing the unthinkable to her own daughter. 24-year-old Jaleesa Baxter is charged with first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse.
Stabbing, police is involved.
North Miami Beach police rushed to this apartment on the 1000 block of Northeast 163rd Street around 2 a.m. Tuesday, after that mother allegedly made a chilling admission to a 911 dispatcher.
She stabbing your 3-year-old daughter?
Police say the child, just 3 years old, had been stabbed to death by her own mother inside the apartment. Documents say the girl had wounds to her chest, neck, and face, and that a knife was located next to the victim's body. Our cameras captured the front door flanked by officers and covered by a yellow sheet. Police say Baxter was taken into custody without further incident. A possible motive remains unclear. Records show Baxter was served an eviction notice earlier this month. Jalissa Baxter is expected to appear before a bond court judge, but based on the charges she's facing, she will be held without bond.
The knife was located next to Aria's body, and Jalissa was arrested without incident. She was denied bond at her first appearance before a judge on Wednesday and is currently being held at the Turner Guilford Nights Correctional Center. She faces an immigration hold out of Jamaica as well, the outlet reported. It was later reported that she was reportedly served an eviction notice several days before the killing. Also, according to her stepdad, who spoke with the news, he says she was going through a hard time financially and her water was recently cut off. This sweet, innocent baby had to endure choking and stabbing. I cringe at the thought. It is a different level of sadness in my heart for Aria. My thoughts are with the family and friends who knew and loved that sweet child. Do you believe that there were signs and people ignored them? When I look into who she wanted to be and how she was on the outside, it all looked normal. A single mother, it seemed, trying to do her best to give her child the best life, and then boom, a life-changing decision that she can never take back. See, what I also see, in my personal opinion, when you want to become an entrepreneur, it is a hard journey, and if anyone says different, they're not being truthful. I personally know about failed business ventures and how defeated it can make you feel, and I think that all her hard work was a letdown to her because things were not happening as fast as she would have liked and finances had become too stretched. It can be hard to humble yourself and say that you need help, especially when you want to be independent. Unfortunately, her sorrow and pain got the best of her, and she did a horrendous crime to her own child. People, if you have a child that you can't deal with, there are places that can help. Aria Smith did not deserve this at all, and I pray that full justice is served. Please leave me your thoughts in the comment section, and pay attention to your loved ones and friends. You never know what someone is thinking. So with that being said, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.